starting to rain on me, so I had to put my hood on. But I wanted to talk about Starry Nights Hope Foundation, and the tiny home fundraiser and charity that I'm trying to raise money for. I'll list the GoFundMe link with this video. I just wanted to thank everybody who's given money to my fundraiser and talk for a minute about myself and where I'm coming from and what my aspirations are for all this. I got an autoimmune disorder about 10 years ago. I had mononucleosis Epstein-Barr virus when I was 17, and then when I was about 27, well, maybe a little younger than that, I got a relapse of it, and it destroyed my immunity. Also, at the same time, I was going through a divorce from my very abusive ex-husband, so I got PTSD and anxiety from that, and then just kind of was a perfect storm that broke my body. And on top of that, I have heart problems that run in my family, and at a young age, and I've been hit by those. I have had extremely high blood pressure the last 10 years. Well, I should say about 15 years. I've had stroke risk level blood pressure that they've never been able to figure out how to get it down, but I finally got a good cardiologist that saved my life at Legacy Hospital in Salmon Creek, which is near Vancouver, Washington. I owe my life to them, but they found a regimen that helps my blood pressure be a little bit better. But I crashed a couple different times with my heart. I've got thickening in the walls of my heart from my heart working so hard for so long. I have autoimmune disorders. I've developed pain disorder, chronic nerve pain, chronic vomiting and nausea, and I have gastroparesis now, which the nerves and the muscles in my stomach are paralyzed so they don't digest food. So my stomach specialist wants me on a liquid diet the rest of my life, but that doesn't exactly work out for me, so I try to eat and it makes me feel really, 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 really terrible. But basically, I was already fighting for my life with my autoimmune disorder, and then my heart stuff came into play, and now I'm a heart patient and got all these problems. So it reached another level of fighting for my life, and it was pretty grim there for a while, and I just hung in there. And I thought about, ever since I was a child, I always wanted to help others. I always wanted to start a charity. And then going through domestic violence for many years with my ex-husband made me want to start a charity for helping women that are battered. And then just kind of put it all together. My husband and I have been growing organic produce and giving it out to families in the area the last few years. And so we want to take it to another level and hopefully get a tiny home, put it on some land, and start our charity once we get set up. And also we're going to have a business called Macintosh Farms, which will be our organic produce farm. And my husband's dream is to be a baker, a chef, and he grew up in a restaurant, so he wants to make delicious desserts and foods, apple pie. Our last name is going to be changing to Macintosh because my husband's family has an assumed name when they moved here, when they immigrated years ago. So we're going to assume the family name, and he's of the Macintosh clan. And my husband's great way back grandfather started the Macintosh apple, so we'd like to revive that tradition and grow the Macintosh apple on our farm. So that'll be one kind of exciting thing, celebrating his family heritage. And I grew up on a farm, a horse farm, and just totally have lots of experience with. My mom always grew lots of vegetables, and we gave to everybody in the community. We had buckets and buckets of tomatoes. So I've completely have experience, many years of experience with growing produce and running a farm. And then the last 5 years we've been helping run my mom's farm, and I also have my own house cleaning businesses for years. So I've got experience with I have the entrepreneurial spirit and I have experience with running my own businesses, so that will help. And we've been getting in lots of practice for our future endeavors while we've been staying at my mom's farm, mom and dad's farm. My mom has cancer, so we've been staying here to help her. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, and we have more to come. I'll be making more videos, and we're going to get a good layout of a presentation of what our plans are, and when that happens, I will pass it on to you. I hope you have a beautiful day.